on ZiaCast. It is 9:03 now in the Four Corners area. That's Mountain Daylight Time. I'm Johnny. This is Tyson, and welcome to Connie Mack Chat, sponsored by the American Amateur Baseball Congress, Bronson Family McDonald's, and the R Sports Foundation. Tyson, thanks for joining us this morning. Where are you?
Thanks for having me.
There's Tyson. All right, so Tyson, first of all, let's talk about the ticket. The big thing, the big news this year for Connie Mack is there's a little bit different ticketing process, how you get your tickets. They don't come in the mail. You got to do something different. Tell us about it. Get real close to that microphone and tell us about it.
Sure. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different format this year. The last couple of Connie Mack World Series, it had been discussed that basically we needed to update the process. We needed to modernize that. We needed to streamline the workflow and see what else is out there. So it was quite the undertaking, still is. So what we did after the 2018 tournament is we just jumped in. We met with some companies. We consulted with some different national ticketing companies, and we partnered with a company called Vendini. So what we have now is we have a digital ticketing option, print at home. You can show PDFs. There's barcodes on all of the digital tickets, but you also have the will call option. So while we modernized the process and we streamlined it, and it is an online-based ticket selling platform, we also have a will call option, so you can pick your tickets up at the rec center, and they're physical tickets, they're thermal barcoded tickets, a similar fashion to what we had before. So while we're modernizing it, I think there's a solution for everybody. Okay,
so tell us then, what was the mindset behind going to a process like that? Why did we change that way?
Honestly, it was just time. We'd done the ticketing the same way for so long. After, once we really, at least for me anyways, I took a look at how it was being done. It was clear that after talking to those folks that, there has to be a more modern way to do this, to receive payment. You can still pay cash, in person by check. You go to the rec center after the 15th. We'll have the box office open up until the start of the tournament. But you have the option of getting a renewal link, clicking it, going through the payment process, and then picking your delivery option. So a lot of it, there's the ticketing, the tickets themselves, but a lot of it is the work building up to getting that link. It's the renewal process every year, and it was pretty cumbersome. So we wanted to streamline that, and I hope we found a good solution.
All right, we're on Connie Mack Chat on Facebook Live, so thanks for joining us. Also live on ZiaCast, ZiaCast.com. I'm Johnny, and this is General Chairman Tyson Snyder, and we're talking about Connie Mack coming up July 24th.
The boys get here on Wednesday, the 24th.
Right.
We are following that on the 25th with we have the parade, we have the Coaches Fungo Challenge. The Coaches Fungo Challenge starts at Ricketts Park at 5:30. It is an open seating, free event all night long, followed by the Home Run Derby, followed by opening ceremonies. But yeah, it's game time.
Okay, so speaking of game time, let's talk about formatting. Mm-hmm. What's different?
Sure. So most of you listeners are familiar with the way we've done it the previous 2 years. We did a 16-team pool play format, elimination format. So we have 16 teams playing. Half get eliminated after pool play. The other half join the host organization for a 9-team championship bracket. Prior to that, it started off. Let's take it back. It was an 8-team double elimination bracket in its original format. Moved to 10. Prior to the pool play changes in 16 and 17 and 18, it was a 12-team double elimination bracket. We added pool play the last 2 years. What we have now, I think, is a good mix of what we did in the previous 52 years that was successful, and we got to pick and choose what we liked out of pool play. So we have a 12-team tournament. The host organization will also play in pool play. After pool play, the teams will be seeded, and then they will all be seeded into a 12-team double elimination championship bracket. So we have essentially what we had prior to pool play, except with pool play, without the elimination that we experienced in 17 and 18, if that makes sense.
Okay, all right, very good. So then, speaking of the pool play and so forth, had a question, and if you have a question, hit us up on Facebook on the chat or whatever it is. Send us a question. I have a couple of questions before we move on.
Yeah.
First of all, how old do you have to be? Well, no, let's back up. Speaking of pool play, which game will there be any games live streamed during pool play? And Lynn asked that question. Lynn wants to know any live video streaming games for pool play.
That's a great question. One that I'd like to follow up. Maybe we can confirm that afterwards. I know they'll be broadcasted, and I know that the championship bracket will be streamed. There'll be streaming options, a pay-per-view type of format on the with a link off of cmws.org. But as far as pool play, I will have to get confirmation on that. We'll find out. But you can certainly listen to it on KNMI. So we will have it broadcasted.
KNMI is 88.9 FM locally here in the Four Corners area, as well as verticalradio.org. That is their website. Also, next question off of Facebook is, how old do you have to be a ball boy? That was not asked by me. I'm not really interested in being ball boy.
You're in.
But I believe that was from Jordan. Jordan asked that.
Sure. So we're basically screening applicants. What we are looking for is ball boys or ball girls that are 12 years or older with a little bit of baseball experience. It's helpful when you're on the field next to the dugouts to know how to navigate the baseball field. So if you are interested, send us an email at conniemackworldseries@gmail.com. Let us know your information. We'll pass that on to the ball boy committee, and then they will contact you. And how that's done, there's not an online application like there is for the runners. It's just a phone call or a face-to-face meeting, and Dave Evans will take it from there.
Okay. One more time, we're talking with General Chairman Tyson Snyder of the Connie Mack World Series, Connie Mack World Series Committee on Connie Mack Chat, and I'm Johnny on ZiaCast, ZiaCast Live. Something cool and new this year. A wall. Yeah,
so what we've done in the past, I believe this started for the 50th anniversary. We created a Hall of Fame. We said we have such great, deeply rooted history. From a national standpoint, we need a Hall of Fame. So we have we had 10 members moving into this year. So they were all players, former coaches. We said, part of our history and our identity in Farmington is the local Connie Mack World Series pioneers that made this happen, right? That give me the opportunity to share this tournament with my family. So what we've done is we are in the process of creating a Hall of Fame wall. It'll be near the entrance when you walk into Ricketts Park. It'll house each induction member will have a plaque. It'll be a 12-inch by 12-inch home plate with their picture, their name, what team they came from, which team they coached or played for, also what they did for that tournament. So we have a local induction class, which we're really excited about. We'll be inducting them July 25th at the opening ceremonies, and we will be unveiling that area of the ballpark that we're really excited about.
That's really cool. That's very cool, Tyson. All right, I have another question on Facebook. This is from Minnie. Can I pay for my tickets? Back to the tickets question and the new ticket process. Can I pay for my tickets at the Civic Center?
Not at the Civic Center. It's the Rec Center, right next to Ricketts Park. Yeah, we'll have. So the ticketing equipment is in. You can come by normal business hours after July 15th, and you can pay for them cash, credit card, check, whatever option you prefer, and you can pick those up or get them emailed to you, whatever your delivery process, whatever you like. So, yeah, absolutely.
All right. I think that's it. Tyson, thanks for joining us this morning. I know you're a busy man, and Connie Mack is just right next door. I mean, it is right.
Yeah.
It's going to happen quick.
It's here. It's game time. Looking forward to it. So hopefully we'll see everyone out at the ballpark and have a successful 55th anniversary of the Connie Mack World Series. Thanks, Johnny.
Okay, so best ways for people to ask questions is probably Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook. We have a couple of different social media platforms. You can email us. I get these directly at conniemackworldseries@gmail.com, or hit us up on the Facebook page, and one of us will get back to you promptly.
Okay. All right. Once again, thanks, Tyson.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. See you at the yard.
You bet. This has been Connie Mack Chat with Tyson Snyder. We're going to do this again, Tyson?
Absolutely. Let me know.
Okay, we'll do this again here as we get closer and closer to the Connie Mack World Series happening July 24th. Like Tyson said, if you have any questions, probably the best way is either the Facebook page at Connie Mack or at CMWS Official or Connie Mack.
Connie Mack World Series at gmail.com.
Connie Mack World Series at gmail.com. All right, thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to Connie Mack Chat on Facebook Live and ZiaCast on ZiaCast.com.